in 1 minute. Okay, it's done.
This meeting is called to order in accordance with the Public Open Meeting Act. Notice of this meeting was provided to the Home News Tribune, the Star Ledger, and the Highland Park Planet on January 8, 2025, and was posted on Borough Hall website at www.hbborough.com and on the bulletin board of Borough Hall, 221 South Fifth Avenue in Highland Park, New Jersey, and has remained continuously posted as required by law. Fire exits are to the right, my right and left of Council Chief. Chief, can you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Foster,
Yes.
Councilmember George, Councilmember Hale,
Here.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Here.
Council President Kim Cho-Han. Here. Councilmember Pistonik,
Here.
Councilmember Vargas, Borough Attorney,
Here.
and Borough Administrator.
Here.
Honors and awards tonight, we'll have a presentation, a proclamation that's going to be given by Councilmember Pistonik for National Diaper Needs Awareness Week.
Thank you, Mayor. Happy to read this proclamation. So tonight we have a proclamation in recognition of the week of September 15th through the September 21st of 2025, which is National Diaper Need Awareness Week. And so without further ado, I'll read this proclamation. Whereas diaper need, the condition of not being able to afford a sufficient supply of clean diapers to keep babies and toddlers clean, dry, and healthy, can adversely affect the health and well-being of children and their families. And whereas national surveys and research studies report that nearly 1 in 2 families struggle with diaper need, and 48% of families delay changing a diaper to extend the available supply. And whereas a daily or week supply of diapers is generally an eligibility requirement for babies and toddlers to participate in child care programs and quality early education programs that enable children to thrive and parents to work. And whereas many parents struggling with diaper need report missing an average of 5 days of work each month due to an insufficient supply of diapers. And whereas without enough diapers, babies and toddlers risk infections and health problems that may require medical attention, resulting in medical costs. And parents may be prevented from accessing childcare needed to go to work or school, thereby destabilizing the family's economic prospects and well-being. And whereas the governing body of Highland Park recognizes that diaper need is a public health issue and addressing diaper need can lead to economic opportunity for the state's families and improved health for children, thus ensuring all children and families have access to the basic necessities required to thrive and reach their full potential. And whereas Highland Park is fortunate to be located near the Ida Kushner Central Jersey Diaper Program, an initiative of the Edgeana Community Development Corporation in New Brunswick, a 501c3 nonprofit organization that serves all residents of Middlesex County, regardless of race, religion, gender, or ethnicity. The Ida Kushner Central Jersey Diaper Program is the only dedicated diaper bank in Middlesex County, providing diapers, wipes, formula, and other baby essentials to children and families. Now, therefore, I, Jason Sullivan, on behalf of Mayor Elsie Foster, the Mayor of Highland Park, do hereby proclaim the week of September 15th through September 21st, 2025 as National Diaper Need Awareness Week in the Borough of Highland Park. I recognize and thank the Ida Kushner Central Jersey Diaper Program, their staff, volunteers, and donors for their exemplary public service. Encourage the citizens of Highland Park to donate generously to diaper banks, diaper drives, and support those organizations that collect and distribute diapers to families struggling with diaper need, so that all of Highland Park children and families can thrive and reach their full potential. In witness thereof, I set my hand this second day of September 2025. Councilmember Jason Pistonik on behalf of Mayor Foster.
Thank you. And you have to report that back to your board. Thank you.
Will do.
Thank you. May I have a motion to approve minutes of August 12, 2025 regular meeting as distributed?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han,
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik.
Yes.
Okay, and now it's time for council report. And I'm gonna start off with Councilmember Hale.
Thank you, Madam Mayor. My name is Matt Hale, and I chair the Economic Development Committee. Just a short report tonight. I first wanted to say thank you to all of our residents who came out to our open house about the Third Avenue Plaza. As we had about 150 people show up over the course of the event. It was incredibly well attended, and we had our consultants, our chair there, and of course we had our economic development team, Terry and Matuja. And set up a variety of different stations where people could come by and see some of the initial ideas and thoughts and plans, learn a little bit about the history of South Third. It was a really, really great event. But I think from my perspective, the most important thing is there was a lot of enthusiasm and excitement about this, but there was also some really, really thoughtful and good questions that we're working hard to address. And so everybody who came out and brought their concerns, but also brought their excitement, we really, really appreciate it. The next step is we take all of this information, massive amounts of information, and our material is going to collate, collect, and sort through it all to get sort of a big sense of what came out of the town hall meeting. This follows a series of focus groups that we've done with key stakeholders about Third Avenue. And then they start putting, I used to say pen to paper, but I think it's CAD to computer is what they do now. But they will come back as fast as they can with some good ideas about how to move forward. I will say just again, thank you to Terry and Matuja and all the council members who were there, the mayor was there. But I think one of the things that we all have to be thinking about is very, very much one of the consistent things I heard is sooner rather than later. So we're very much heard the word that we'd like this to happen sooner rather than later. So thank you again to everybody who came to that. I'd also like to remind everybody that September 14th from 11:30 to 4:30 is the world, actually universe-renowned Highland Park Arts in the Park. It's our annual street fair and art exhibits. This is a great opportunity to pick up gifts for upcoming holidays, birthdays, anniversaries. I'm sorry to your wife presents. It's a really fantastic place for people to be able to grab and get some really, really high quality art. And the other thing that I think is interesting and important about Arts in the Park is that there's a number of local artists who come and set up shop. And this can range from people who are professional artists to several years ago, my daughter and a friend of hers put their artwork out in one of the booths. And so there were just sort of local artists, and it's a great opportunity to see local artists, but also lots of other artists. And just finally, just a reminder that during Arts in the Park is another opportunity to visit local businesses. They have a huge amount of traffic that goes back and forth, but we want to make sure that people go in and actually support our local businesses during Arts in the Park. And then the last thing, I mentioned this before, we're starting a video project where the idea is that we are going to create short TikTok and Instagram and Facebook posts, very, very short, very, very quick videos about specific businesses in Highland Park. I'll be very honest that I'm not really the expert on any of those platforms, but I have been working very closely with a 12-year-old who really, he's actually 25 and a professional videographer. We've gone out and shot a couple videos with various businesses, and I'm really looking forward to that project coming through. If there are businesses out there that are interested in this, please reach out to me. We'll schedule a time to come. It doesn't take a particular amount of time. what happens is we come in and we shoot videos, maybe ask some questions, we go back to the editing room, put them into a social media format. We'll show it to you, make sure you like it, make sure it's okay. And then our idea is to post it as widely and as far as we can. So again, if you are a local business and you are interested in participating, please don't hesitate to reach out to me at my borough numbers or borough address. And that's all I have, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Councilmember Hirsch.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, Councilman Hale. I also had a great experience at the open house. It was really enlightening. It was a great opportunity to provide feedback, and it seemed like people were really enthusiastic, which was great. And Ontario did a great job. Thanks to you and Terry and Latuja and the mayor. It's really exciting. It's just all really exciting. And I know it's a contrast to everything else that's going on in the world right now. But we really do have that power here at home to make this the most livable, wonderful place in the world where we can all live in peace and dignity. My name is Matthew Hirsch. I chair the borough's Department of Public Works and Public Utilities Committee. Excuse me, not the department. And I just a couple of reminders. Happy September. It's a long way from May to September, and the days go short as we reach September. So here we go. Bulk pickup is going to be underway again in September, and it's by appointment only. So just a reminder that bulk waste collection will be scheduled on Wednesdays during the months of now September and October. And to make an appointment, please call Public Works during regular business hours, 6:30 to 3 p.m. 732-247-9379. And each household may request up to 2 collections per year. The week after the townwide garage sale, please mark your calendars with this if you're listening. That's Tuesday, October 21st, and Thursday, October 23rd. There will be an additional bulk pickup that you do not have to schedule. No appointment is necessary, but recycling will not be collected that week. So just please make a note of it, and you'll hear me say this every time, at every meeting leading up to the townwide. Just a few notes about bulk materials may be placed at curbside no sooner than 1 hour before sundown of the day prior to the scheduled pickup. Materials not properly secured, bundled, and unacceptable items, which you can see at www.hpboro.com, will not be collected. And materials put out for collection without a scheduled appointment on the wrong date will not be collected. This is really important. It's not draconian or heavy-handed. This is for your own safety, for public safety, and to just make sure that our sidewalks are free and clear, and that debris does not take up the verge in between the sidewalk and the curb for too long, because it is a tripping hazard. And of course, it's the longer that sits there, the more it looks like there's just garbage collecting. So please make that appointment. And if you do see, piles of material, particularly as people move, and they are not being collected, feel free to give us a call and report. Just a few, and I did want to mention just brush, leaves, and tree branches. The borough does provide, the borough does provide leaf bags, which will be available for pickup after Indigenous Peoples Day this year. So I just want to be mindful of that. If you are doing some end of the year gardening and you are collecting leaves and brush, that the scheduled pickups do not start until later this year. So please keep a look at it, and we will post accordingly. And as usual, bags will be provided per property, so we appreciate your participation in this effort. During November and December, leaves are collected curbside weekly when DPW will pick them up and deliver to a compost facility. But leaves must be placed curbside in either one of the biodegradable paper bags that we issue or loosely in garbage cans. Leaves placed curbside in plastic bags or cardboard boxes will not be collected. So please, please, please make a note of that. Do not rake leaves in the street. It's considered littering. It causes parking issues and other potential hazards, including clogged storm drains. It's also a violation of the borough ordinance as well. And just for them, and this ordinance is important. And as we talk about sustainable Highland Park, we'll see how we can adopt a drain and make sure that those drains do stay clear. Just a couple meetings to note coming up. We have the Environmental Commission, which meets tomorrow, September 3rd at 8 p.m. on Zoom. The Shade Tree Advisory Committee meets next week, Wednesday the 10th at 7:30, also on Zoom. Sustainable Highland Park met last week and they were busy as usual. And I just want to raise a couple of upcoming items. Please keep a lookout at sustainablehighlandpark.org for community cleanups, usually on Saturdays and Sundays. The dates and times are always announced on the website, so please look up there. And it's been a real great opportunity also to include my boards and commissions that I'm liaison to to provide feedback in the redevelopment process, because it really is all hands on deck and none of us exist in a silo. So, you know, every board and commission may have specific interests like trees or heat island effect or stormwater runoff and impervious surfaces. So it's been a really great opportunity, and we really do appreciate that chance. And so that's my report, Mayor. Thank you.
Thank you. Councilman Bossone.
Thank you, Mayor. Good evening, everyone. My name is Jason Stelnick. I chair the Health and Human Services Committee. I have a very brief report for tonight. First off, I just wanted to give a special thank you to the Human Relations Commission as well as the Arts Commission on behalf of my colleague, Councilman Vargas, for the repainting of the Black Lives Matter mural, which happened on Sunday. So, which I was out of town, wasn't able to be there, but looks like it went well. So I saw it freshly repainted and looking good outside. So thank you to everyone for helping put that together, make it happen. Next up, just a couple items on the agenda I wanted to point out. One of them is the ordinance regarding the Human Relations Commission, sort of a reorg of that body to make them a little bit more operational, because as it stands, they're pretty much never be able to make a quorum. So this will enable them to do the good work that they do, to right size it, bring it in line with Human Relations Commissions in other towns. And then I just wanted to make a note about a couple of the appointments for tonight. A couple of folks that I happen to know. So for the Historical Commission, Chris Rasmussen, he's been a sort of a volunteer member with the Historical Commission back when I was a liaison to that commission. Had been pitching in and helping for a long time. So I'm glad to see that he's becoming a full member. And then also Nick Dickerson and Will Vining, who are up for appointment for the zoning board of adjustment. Like know them both well, exceptional gentlemen, kind, thoughtful folk. Very happy and excited to see them appointed to the zoning board, and would highly recommend their approval tonight. Lastly, I would just note that the Board of Health will have its first meeting after its little short summer break on September 11th. At 7 p.m. They meet on Google Meet, and the link can be accessed on the Borough website, hpboro.com. Mayor, that is my entire report for tonight.
Thank you. Council President Kim Cho-Han.
Good evening, neighbors. My name is Stephanie Kim Cho-Han, and I chair finance on tonight's agenda. We're inserting $2,416 in additional municipal alliance grant funds into the 2025 budget. That's the chapter 159 to match the final award. Also, we have a shared service authorizing payments under our interlocal with Middlesex County for Woodward Ave. That's from North 10th all the way up to Fox Road for improvements. And then on the state level, senior freeze checks began July 15th. The anchor confirmation letters went out August 13th, and payments for that will start September 15th. Seniors now use one combined PSA-1 application for senior freeze, anchor, and stay NJ. And the filing deadline is October 31st. Stay NJ quarterly payments will start in 2026. Also on the agenda, I'd like to welcome Elsie Atkins to the Rent Control Board as lieutenant member. Thank you for serving. And September is College Savings Month. Highland Park families can open a NJ Best 529 with as little as $25 and set small automatic contributions. And with Grandparents' Day coming up on Sunday, you can invite those grandparents to gift into that account. So if you think you qualify for the $750 match, or want details on the state tax deduction, visit HESAA/NJBest and the New Jersey Division of Taxation, or you can also talk to your tax advisor. And lastly, I want to wish all the children a safe school year, and that's my report.
Thank you. Borough Administrator?
Hi, Mayor, thank you. Yes, I have a couple items. One, I wanted to reiterate everybody's appreciation for the turnout at the open house for South Third. It exceeded our high expectations in terms of the number of people who came out and participated, and I really enjoyed all my conversations there, and I really appreciate all of the governing body's attendance at that meeting as well. And I also wanted to, for those of you who may have missed the event, we will be having a small table, a micro version of that at Arts in the Park on the 14th. So just look for the Borough's table with some fun looking exhibits regarding plazas on South Third, and come say hi and learn what you missed and tell us what you think. So you'll find us there on the street on Sunday. The other item I wanted to just call attention to on the consent agenda item, we have a resolution 12E or 925-207 regarding the designation of blocks 2201, lots 6, 7, 9, 10, 46, 47, and 48, otherwise known as the Sunoco and adjacent properties, as a condemnation area in need of redevelopment. I just wanted to remind everybody where we are in that process. There was a study that was conducted by the borough planner, Chris Cosenza, that was presented to the planning board. The planning board reviewed the study, found it to be meet the criteria, it could basically concur with his findings. And so now this finding has been referred back to council for action tonight. The findings are that it meets the criteria as the area needed redevelopment with condemnation. What this now means is we should probably think about a plan for that site. And so you'll probably hear me come back with a proposal from our planner to do just that. And we will come up with a plan that we think will work, and vet that through you and the public, at which point we'll hopefully have a plan we'd be ready to introduce and have the planning board review for us, and then come back to the council for adoption. So I just wanted to remind everybody where we are in the pipeline. This is, we know this is a property, and these set of properties have a lot of potential, and I'm just excited to see it here on the agenda tonight, and I wanted to make sure everybody noticed that as well. So thank you, Mayor.
Thank you. Borough Attorney report?
Thank you, Mayor. I don't have a report at this time.
Okay, thank you. Now it's time for my report, and it feels weird to be here tonight because it feels like we had a long summer off, but it's good to be back, and not because you didn't see us on camera. We were busy working and doing what we had to do, as you heard from the rest of my council colleagues about all the stuff that they've been doing over the summer. And to make sure that our downtown is viable, to make sure that the programs that we have are working, and just good to be back again and to roll up our sleeve and dig deeper into the hard work. But as we do that, school opens on Thursday, and I'm gonna ask each and every one of us to remember that the little ones are crossing the streets, they're going back and forth to school. Just slow down as you go through these intersections and ride with caution. The speed limit is 25 miles an hour here in Highland Park, especially in our neighborhoods, that 25 miles an hour. And if we want to make sure that everyone go to school, come home, go to work and come home, and everyone is safe. So slow down in our town as you go about your day. And for those who are walking to school, pay attention to the road. Keep your eyes out of your cell phone until you cross the street, and make sure that you cross the street safely. So please pay attention to that. I can't believe it that next Thursday, it's gonna be 9/11 celebration. We're gonna be having our memorial service here in Highland Park. And approximately about 9 o'clock that we'll start that process. So next Thursday, in front of the police department, anyone who's interested, please feel free to come out. On another serious note, I've noticed that there has been the lines at the food pantry and the use of the food pantry has been, there's more need and more need and more need. So how can you contribute? If you're having a birthday party and you have an extra gift, or you're having a bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah, a baby christening, anything like that, and you have extra money that you want to donate, please consider our food pantry to make that donation. Thank you, and that's my report. And now it's time for public participation, 3 minutes per speaker, limited to items on the agenda. Comments from people attending in person will be heard first, followed by those on Zoom. We have no one in attending from the public. Terry, what about Zoom?
We have 3 attendees online, but no hands up.
Okay, see none, may I have a motion to close public participation?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han,
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik.
Yes.
Now we move to ordinance requiring second reading. Clerk, please report on ordinance number 25-2116.
An ordinance amending Chapter 9 Boards, Committees, and Commissions, Article 1, Human Relations Commission by amending subsection 9-1, appointment of the Code of the Borough of Highland Park. Human Relations Commission has been duly advertised for consideration of passage on final reading by title, and affidavits of publication are on file.
Public hearing. Is there anyone on Zoom that, now it's time for public hearing on this ordinance. If you wish to speak, come to the microphone. If there's anyone on Zoom, please raise your hand. Anyone on Zoom?
No hands up, Mayor.
Seeing none, may I have a motion to close? May I have a motion to close public participation on this ordinance 25-2116?
So moved. Second.
May I have a motion to adopt
Wait,
ordinance?
I need roll call.
Oh, roll call.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han.
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik.
Yes.
May I have a motion to adopt ordinance number 25-2116?
I'd like to move it and thank the staff for helping put this together.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch.
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han.
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik.
Yes.
And now we move to our consent agenda. May I ask that a member of the council if there's anything that they would like to separate from this agenda for a separate vote? The consent agenda? None? Okay, well, see none. May I have a motion to adopt the following consent agenda items, 12A through 12I?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes, and I just a comment on 12E. It's a really amazing. It's really amazing it's a credit to the economic development team, this council, and the mayor for making sure that this effort moves forward. And we've all had our eye on this site for a very, very long time. So this as long as we've lived here. So it's really, really great to see this moving forward. Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han,
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik.
Yes, and just to echo fellow Councilman Hirsch's comments, tonight's actually my wife and I's anniversary, and I think she's okay with me being here to vote in support of I think her, like, along with the rest of us and many folks in Highland Park, want to see something done with that property. I vote yes.
I thank you so much for your dedication. We appreciate you for being here for this.
Yes. Oh, and thanks to my wife for watching the kids all here.
Yes, thank you to her too. Now we move to appointments. Historical Commission, Chris Rasmussen. Zoning Board of Adjustment, Nicholas Dickerson, alternate number 3. William Vinen, alternate number 4. Rent Control Board, Elsie Atkin, tenant member. Crossing Guard, Judy Dorval. May I have a motion to confirm?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han,
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik.
Yes.
Now it's time for the second public participation. And there's no one in our audience. Is there someone on Zoom?
I see 3 folks in the audience, but no hands up at this time.
Okay, seeing none, may I have a motion? May I have a motion to close public participation?
Second.
Roll call. Roll call.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han,
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik.
Yes.
Okay, we were going to go into executive session, but that's tabled for this time. We'll have our public, we'll have the discussion next time. I need a roll call.
Yeah, I don't need a motion on the table.
Okay, may I have a motion to table to table executive session? And resolution 9-25-211 executive session litigation, Hutchins versus Highland Park.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han,
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik.
Yes.
May I have a motion to adjourn? So
moved.
all in favor? All in favor?
Aye.
See you on the 16th, everyone. Have a safe week.